Okay, so let's give thanks. What's your name?
Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Dickey, and I am a mom of 4, and I'm a chiropractor, and I'm really a gratitude junkie. I love to give thanks, and really created this journal all about giving thanks and the importance of it, and the importance
of gratitude. It's a children's guide.
It is, yes.
Children's guide to
giving gratitude every day. Wow. And really concentrating on the small things, because we have a habit, I think, even now more than ever, to be focusing on just the big things in life instead of the small things. You know, what smell are you grateful for? What did you see today that you're grateful for? And truly, I believe that if we focus more on what we're grateful for, then we can help with some of the stress that our kids have right now, right?
Such as?
Well, the stressors that they have are huge, but by giving gratitude, we can help with our academics, we can help with our social skills, we can help with our relationships, we can help even finding a job, we can help with so many different things just from giving thanks every day.
So how does it work for those that don't know this secret? How does it work?
Yes.
You say, oh, thank you for this, and I'm going to get a job, and thank you for that. I am a grade 8 student.
Yeah, well, no, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
It's a doctor's prescription, but break it down.
That's right. Well, really, when we're giving gratitude, then we're also just sending energy out into the world, right? It's not just as easy as just saying, oh, I'm thankful for this. We have to feel it and mean it. And that's why I created this journal, because when I asked my kids, what they're grateful for, it seemed always the same thing. And I think adults, we do it too, right? We get on autopilot. It's like, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my work, my friends, and we just go on autopilot and we don't have the emotion behind it. So I started, number one, creating the journal because kids say the most amazing things, and I wanted to capture it all the time because I didn't want to forget what they said.
So this is from your children, or
this is one of my kids? Yeah.
Okay, these are all from your children.
This is from my children, and so you could see they write what they're grateful for. So this is Wallace, our dog, and draw a picture. And then, it's going to be a question, right? So this question was, what is a miracle? And he wrote something that's good. It's just, this is a 10-year-old. What's he grateful for? Dogs, right? And each day it's a different question, so it makes them really hone in on every day.
365?
365. But I'll tell you, I didn't put the date for a reason, so that you can, if you miss a day with your child, you don't have to feel guilty, right? Sometimes we start a habit and we forget a week or whatever, and then we feel guilty about it. But with this, you just carry on, right? You just start forming that habit, because that's what we have to show our kids, is the habit.
If you're creative, then you can start coloring it too and adding it on.
Yes.
So you never get bored with it.
You never get bored with it, right? My daughter's is a lot more colorful, a lot more different,
So imagine doing this, you're in grade, 5 years old, and doing this for like 20 years.
Yes.
And then you'll hopefully continue, and then age 20 you look back and you see where your mindset was and your heart was.
Well, it's a glimpse.
That should be incredible.
Yes, it's really a window into what they're feeling right now, what they love right now. He loves Lego right now, right? So 10 years from now, what he's grateful for isn't probably going to be Lego, right? It's going to be something else.
Is there anything here on loving food?
Yes.
Is there a lot of that?
Lots of, look at, what did you eat today that you love? He loves soup, how do you express gratitude, love? But he's grateful for soup there. So there is lots of, but because he's in the habit of doing this now, he's thinking more of those day-to-day things that we forget about, right? Like what we're eating, what we pass, what we smell, what we hear, what we see, right? They're all things.
Themes of gratitude in this?
That kids write, or yes, I would say depending on the age, what I see is boys, younger boys, a lot of it's gaming, toys, YouTube, Netflix, like all that fun stuff now. My daughter's is more, she's 15, so hers are more friends and, kind of that social stuff that goes on at age 15. My 17-year-old, his is more, he's maturing, right? So his is starting to become more appreciative of things, which you don't necessarily see at the beginning, right? So yeah, there's definitely things.
What age do you start with this?
I have as young as 3 years old doing this, but it's with the parents, right? They're not doing this, but I have one One person that she sent me in, and she draws a picture for her child, and her child colors it. Right?
Nice.
So it's a conversation, and I think more and more with social media, we need this conversation, right? Because, I mean, imagine your kids tell you they have nothing to be grateful for days in a row. It's like you can see when they're stressed, and you can intervene right away instead of having no idea what your child's thinking about these days, caring about, all of that.
So let's go back to the conversation of how does this work, doctor? How's writing that down in a journal of gratitude, how does it work to help them with getting better grades, improve their quality of life, become healthier, self-esteem? I can see self-esteem.
Yeah.
How does that?
Well, the thing is that as we're doing the gratitude, right, we're creating that positive energy, and we are creating more confidence in ourselves, and we're looking at the positive things in life. And the more positive we're looking at, the more positive things we're going to find. Right.
The more positive energy you're creating that moment.
That's it.
Well, and that moment will counteract any negativity you have that day.
That's right, and it's also about habits, right? When we're doing habits like this and focusing on those sorts of things, then we want to do better, right? We see these things and we want to do more, right? And so we want to have better grades. We want to do more. Yeah.
So it's almost like, and these are children, but it's almost like, I'm being very loose, praying or meditating or going for a walk in a big park which has positive energy.
Absolutely.
Walking your dog, eating your favorite food.
Yes.
Having someone cook your favorite meal. These are good stress relievers.
Absolutely, stress.
And so but this is very conscious.
It's very conscious.
And it's a record. So you can not only build on it, but you can also reflect on it as you get older in increments of maybe 10 years or so.
Absolutely. And
then you continue even when you're 50, 60. And then when you look back, then you have that memory of when you were a kid because you have the picture, you have the words. And that'll bring back a good feeling when you were young.
That's right.
This is research based on that.
That's
so
right.
I know these things.
It is. And it's the habit, right? It's building the habit.
I'm grateful for knowing that. But tell me more about this. So how many people are doing this? When did this start?
Well, I just published it 1.5 years ago, so it's relatively new.
So you saw 365 days completed in a page?
Yes, I have now seen 365.
Tell me about
Actually, and it's so amazing to see. I have parents that tell me how they've created fun activities around it, how their child has become, happier, and they've just noticed, different emotional things that have come with it, especially children with maybe ADHD or some sort of, issue that's going on. Maybe they're going through a divorce or whatever. I've had great feedback on doing this. Has really helped to bridge those emotions and have greater conversation about it. So it's been amazing. And I've had parents like my mom. She, where's hers? I gifted her one when I published it. And for my birthday this year, she actually gave it back to me all filled out. And
wow.
So, it is for the child, but it's also for all of us, right?
I was going to ask you, did the kids tell their adults to maybe do it too?
Absolutely, and I have lots of people that do them as a family, so they'll sit at the kitchen table, and each day they'll answer the one thing.
Powerful.
And so now the whole family is connected, right, and into it. So I've had some amazing stories and pictures of kids that have sent what they've drawn or what they've done, and it's so beautiful. It's so amazing, right? I mean, just think of the collectiveness of everybody getting back to gratitude and appreciating what we have, and not, especially on social media, I see with my kids, everybody is trying to keep up with their friends. What do their friends do? What are their friends wearing? What do their friends have? And it's easy to start to get down, but when you focus on what you have and what's around you and the small things, then you don't have to get caught up in all this stuff necessarily.
So let's get into the energetic aspect of being grateful. Have you considered having children write down being grateful for what they'd like to achieve?
Absolutely, and some of the questions are based on that. They're based on that. What do you want to do in the future?
Yes. Because the secret works that way.
Yes, absolutely. You're manifesting what you want, right? And those are definitely in here. I have lots of questions that what do you want to do in the future? What's your family going to look like in the future? What do you want? How do you want to be as a person in the future, right?
So, have you written how grateful you are in being on Oprah?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Because that I can see this going there because it is very powerful.
It's funny you say that because it's on my vision board, and anybody who knows, I've put it out there that Oprah's Oprah's going to have this in her favorite things. So
You heard it here.
that's right.
It's on record.
Absolutely. It's on record. It's going to happen.
Good. More information, your contact?
Yes, my contact, you can go to drmichelledickie.com is where you can find me. Also, my gratitude journals are on Amazon, so you can pick them up there.
Good. Or,
Or kidsgivingthanks.com.
great. How do you spell your contact info?
It's drmichelledickie.com. So you can find everything there.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm
Awesome.
very grateful for the interview.
I am very grateful. Thank you.